So, you got yourself a race car, you got yourself a helmet, now you need yourself a race license. In this episode of the Nugget Project, we look at the different types of race licenses and how to get them. So since I've built the Nugget, I've obviously done all my research on sort of what licenses I need to get out on track. Now, the cool thing about Australia is if you want to go and boot around a track, it's actually really cheap. For a speed license, which is basically just, I want to get out on track, sort of timed events like normal track days like we've been doing so far, it's a super easy process. You just jump online on the CAMS website. It honestly takes 10-15 minutes. You fill out your details. I think you pay, it's like $140 or something. I'll have a look, but it's about $140. And you just have to tick that you're not insane, you're healthy, and you're not a massive criminal. And pretty much they just send you a license. It's really easy. From there on, to get a car out on track, all you need is a proper Australia-approved helmet and a fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher from Bunnings is $20. You could probably find it cheaper than that. Bolt it into the car with a metal bracket. Wear your helmet. That's it. As long as your car's roadworthy, you can take any old car down a track. Hell, you can go down to Hilux if you want. And it's super easy. So it's really cool in Australia. If you want to go down for a track day, most track days are sort of around the $200, $250 mark. For next to no money, you can get out on track. That's awesome. Now, the next step for me is to get my race license. Race license is a little more involved. So I'm going for my clubman provisional. So provisional license, kind of like your P's on the road, is basically I'm sort of under scrutiny and will make sure I do the right thing, and then I'll move on to my full license. It's a little more involved. It's the same as pretty much any class of proper racing door to door. I've gone through the process. It's actually quite significant. So you have to get a full medical. So I went to my doctor and I went through a full medical exam. This isn't just like, hey, is he overweight? Does he have a heartbeat? Full ECG. So they hook you up to a machine, check your heart rhythms. I had to do blood samples, urine samples, all that sort of stuff, which I'm still waiting to come back. So hopefully it's back because I need to get this logged this afternoon. They do sort of body mass index, eye tests, hearing tests, all that sort of stuff. So there's actually a lot involved, which is good because we are sort of somewhat covered under insurance with CAMS, and they don't want half-dead people driving around the track or having heart attacks or any of those things. After that, I was then given the link to an online test. It's pretty basic. It's learning who to speak to in what situations, what flags mean what. It wasn't hard. I think I found a couple of questions and they were very, like, what was the outer limits of the racetrack? Is it the inside of the white line or the outside of the white line? And I think I wrote the outside when it's the inside. Little things like that. Obviously, not a huge deal. I still passed, no problem. And then the next bit, which is what this video is all about, is the observed license test. So tomorrow, as long as all my medical stuff comes in properly, we are driving to Winton and we are going to go do our observed license test. So I won't talk too much about it because honestly, I don't know what it's all about yet. So let's go along. We'll head to Winton and we'll find out all the deal. Hopefully I've got a nice instructor who can maybe have a chat to camera, but let's not hold our breath. And this is basically to observe if I can control the car and know all the rules. But we'll see more of that tomorrow. So let's get this puppy loaded up and get ready for Winton. Alright guys, before we head off to Winton, I thought I'd just show you the CAMS website. So this is now Motorsport Australia, which is what they've changed to. And this is pretty much how easy it is to do your licensing. So you just go up to licenses and then you've got your different license types here. So we're looking at this is the license we started off with. So this is our speed license. Oh, my internet's going fast today. Awesome. And this is how you get started. So this is basically what we've been doing so far is you can pretty much go out with any car as long as it's roadworthy. You just got to have a helmet and fire extinguisher. It's super duper easy. So if you want to get out on track, this is the way to go. And these licenses are super easy. As I said, you can apply now and have one within 30 minutes. So if you scroll down, all the information's here, your speed and non-speed. I think the non-speed one is for like exhibition events, driving slowly around tracks, but you guys want a speed license. Yeah.
super duper easy. So the only other thing you need to do is you need to join a car club. There's plenty of car clubs in Australia. One of the cheapest ones is the Toyota Car Club of Australia. I think it's only $50 a year. But you can also join the XL Club. There's the Gippsland Car Club, and Philippine Car Club. All those, and all about $100 a year. They're pretty cheap. And so yeah, that's pretty much all you need to do that, and then just fill out your information on here. So you just go to your speed license, and then you just fill out this form. It's all pretty basic stuff, all your details, go through all that, sign it, and send it off, and you're done. And seriously, it's super duper quick, super duper easy. Now, what we're doing tomorrow is we're going for our race license. So if we go up to licenses and then go race, it gives you a few different options. So you've got your different categories, so contemporary, supercarts, or historic licenses. What we went for is our club license, which is sort of like just a state level license. And it sort of gives you a bit of information here on the different types, like the different stuff you need to do. So once again, you have to be a member of a car club. We have to do our medical test. So click on that, it tells you all about the medical forms, all that jazz. And then your competition licenses. So in here, once again, we've got a speed license, non-speed, and we want our race license. So yeah, click on that, and that takes us back to this page. And yeah, so we do a medical, go to Clubman, and then this is the form I filled out. So it's basically all your standard information. You have to put a photo in there. But then this one gets a bit more technical. We've got your different types of licenses here. We went with our provisional Clubman license. And basically that means after this, I'll just need to do 5 races with P plates on to show that I can race cleanly and properly and do all the right thing, and then I'll move up to my normal race license. But then the big difference is all our medical. So this is the stuff you have to tick to say, do you have any of these things? But then we go down, we go into the full medical form, and this is what a doctor has to do. So you have to go and see a doctor, and it is a lengthy process, and I recommend your medical form is valid for 3 months. Get in early and get it done, because it can take quite a while for everything to come back. And if they find something, you're also boned. So make sure you get that done early. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's the CAMS website. It's just motorsport.org.au, or you can go cams.com.au, and all your information's in there. And it pretty much tells you everything you need to know. If not, go to the contact form, and these guys are awesome. There's a phone number here. Every time I've rung them, they've been able to get me an answer within a few minutes. They're really good. Yeah. Give it a go. Anyway, we're going to pack up and head to Winton.
Cool, so another early start. We're in the car on the way to Winton. Ryan's with us, coming to hang out. Yeah, I reckon I had about 4 hours sleep last night, so tops. Perfect thing to do before a test. Yeah, so the one thing I didn't mention yesterday was the cost of doing all this. So yes, it's budget racing and it's all fairly cheap, but the little things add up. So, you know, like this day today, so we pay for the track day and the observed license, which is $350. But the license to apply for the license, I think, was $330. But then the medical, because it's outside of normal things, it's not just the Medicare thing, so I couldn't just go in and get it for free. I had to pay for it. So the medical cost me $110, which isn't a huge amount of money, but it starts to stack up a bit. So when you start adding it all together, you know, what are we up to now? 6, 7, you know, pushing $800, not including fuel or any of the other stuff, just to get the license. So it's just one of those little hidden costs that we all kind of forget is involved with race cars. Kind of go, yeah, I'll get my license, but yeah, there's another, you know, once you add up fuel and everything, it's probably another $1,000 right there just to get the license. But anyway, that's all right. It's all the things we have to do. But keep it in mind when you go and do your license, that put another $1,000 in your back pocket. Sweet. So we'll go to the track and we'll find out what's going on and go do the thing. So look at this. Bloody Van Gisbergen's pits. That's nice. Wonder if he wants to swap cars.
Make sure that you are using all of the racetrack that you've got. What we don't want is you to shallow up the corner. What we don't want is to approach a turn, for example, up here at 10. You know, I don't want you over here.
Yeah.
I want you out here.
And we can utilise clipped curbs and things. That's all.
Yeah. So at the end of the
bit
day,
that,
like
yeah,
that, right?
yeah. Normal race stuff.
Yes, exactly right.
Yeah.
We don't want you in the dirt. We don't want you to spin.
I don't want to be in the dirt.
We don't want you in any of that spot. So remember your brake markers all the time.
Yeah. Alrighty, we've done our safety briefing with all the guys, and now we're going to jump in the car and go do some stuff. It's all pretty good, all going well so far. All very nerve-wracking. How you boys going over there? All set? All set. I got a Mustang. They're going to lap me. Alrighty, hope you guys can hear me. So we're out on our first session. Basically they're throwing everything at us. They're doing safety cars and flags and all sorts of shit to test us. Yeah, like I've seen 4 of the guys go off already. They're on a license test. What are you doing? Seems very strange to me, but whatever. Anyway, we're under safety car at the moment because the other XL's died, unfortunately. I can't see anything. Thanks, boys. Cool. So far today, what we've done is we went in and did our briefing and got told everything what to do, and then we what did we do after that? Went out and did a session. Basically, they threw a bunch of flags at us and wanted to see us go race pace, which is cool. New curbs on. What corner is it? 3 and 4? 1, 2, 3. 3 and 4, awesome. Really good. Well played, Winton. And yeah, basically just run like that. Car's going well. The clutch is feeling a little spongy, but I think I just need to probably give it a bit of a service. Probably need to use slate cylinder, stuff like that. So now we're just waiting for our next session, and basically they want us to go out, do more race pace stuff, go throw some flags at us, and I think we're going to do some practice starts, which would be really cool. So we're going to have a chat to Charlie later. Charlie's one of our instructors, really good dude. I've seen him down here quite a bit, and he's going to sort of run through a few things with us. So should be good times. How's it going, Ryan?
Yeah, good.
Ryan's just chilling.
Just chilling.
Just like having a day at Winton, just come down and...
Any day at a racetrack's a good day.
Any day at a racetrack is a good day. Cool. Alrighty, going out for our next session now. Clutch is feeling a bit spongy, let's hope it doesn't die. that all about? Just done? BMW died on the corner. I'll reverse it in. Well, didn't go too bad. Got cut short by, I did 3 laps, but fuck, it's so hot out there. Look at this. I'm using more sweat than fuel. Cool, so I got Charlie here, reluctantly on camera. So Charlie's the man at Winton, pretty much every track day I've done. He's the man who makes sure my car's not falling apart, not leaking, and doing all those things. And today he's the man who's seeing if I can drive a car properly. So, so what are we looking for today? What are you after?
Right now, hi everyone, how you doing? Welcome to Winton. We're just really looking for consistency in your driving. Your knowledge of flags, especially your etiquette around the paddock, which we've spoken about a little bit extensively this morning.
Be polite, be nice to everyone.
Be polite, be really good to your officials, guys. That's the best advice I can really
Especially
give.
this guy. Bring him beer.
I don't drink beer.
Oh, God.
Single malt scotch.
There you go. Bring him scotch.
Plus, just how you're going to react out on track and be around other drivers under race conditions.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so we're basically simulating racing. They're throwing flags at us, just like doing this, doing that, pointing at us, black flag, red flag, brings in, all that sort of stuff. And we're doing race starts next, eh?
We're doing race starts
make sure
next.
we can do that.
And in that session, we'll also be throwing flags at you as well. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, Charlie. I told you it'd be painless, huh?
Thanks, guys.
All right, so we're going to head back out and do it again, and Charlie's going to throw some flags at me. And
outstanding.
Yeah, hopefully the car holds up.
And just got to sign him off.
All right, see you soon. So this was our ride this morning, little i30N.
No worries.
First time I've been in one, they're freaking awesome. I want one. Okay, we've got our last session coming up, so we just had a powwow and had some lunch, and now we've got to do one more session, which is basically go out there for 20 minutes and go flat out without going off the track or being a dick. So yeah, we're going to head out there in about, I don't know, 20 minutes time. And my wheel bearings are making a hell of a lot of noise, so just hold together for 20 minutes and then I'll get you some new wheel bearings, kid. It's all good. Apart from that, the rest of the car's going well. So new brakes are phenomenal. Thank you to Luxe for the WinMax, they're sick. So anyway, we'll do the session and hopefully we get ticked off. We're good to go. Nice. Alrighty, so this is our last session now, and they're sending out the XLs first, and then they're going to get the fast cars over to take us. So much excitement. Hey Charlie, did I pass? Look at him running away from the camera.
Congratulations, you are now a provisional race driver.
Provisional. Don't stuff it up, Matt. Don't stuff it up. There we go. Passed. I have a provisional license. I've still got to get my medical sent through, but CAMS knows about that, and the rest is history. So now I just got to be a good boy and yeah, good times. Anyway, let's get this car in the trailer and get out of here. Cool beans. So we're on our way home. All nice and tired now. Only about half an hour from my place. Drop Ryan off, and then I'm taking the car back to Dad's tonight. Enjoy. But hopefully that gave you a bit of an insight into what's involved in getting a full CAMS race license. Yeah, you know, the medical, to be honest, was a fair pain in the ass just because there's so many parts to it, and my doctor's an idiot. But we're finishing that off. The online component's pretty easy. As long as you read the material, you're good. And then, yeah, the test today was great. You know, the boys, Steve and Charlie are unreal. They're really good blokes, and a lot of it was not, you know, they wanted to see we could do the right thing, you know, teaching as well, and really sort of as a big component of basically not being a dick, like how to conduct yourself. You know, rock up with a well-presented car that's done. Don't be a dick in the pits. Like it's a lot of, yeah, how to conduct yourself in a race meeting goes a long way, and it's going to make everything go a lot smoother. But yeah, I passed. Everything went well, apart from you would have seen the footage of hitting the oil, which was a bit exciting. So one of the cars dumped a lot of oil, and at the end of the day, Charlie and I were just having a chat, and they've come over the radio to him and gone, mate, there is so much oil out in this track, and yeah, nobody else called it. I came in the pits, first thing is I went and found a marshal. I'm like, guys, there's buckets of oil out there. I reckon there was a good like 3 litres out there on all the corners. It was a mess. So they were out there for a good sort of half an hour, 40 minutes fixing it all up, which was a bit of a bummer for the group after us. Anyway, so yeah, I've now got once I get my medical back, which shouldn't be too much longer if they get their act together, I've got my provisional race license. So basically my provisional for the next 5 events. As long as I don't do anything dumb in the next 5 events, I go into my full license. Yeah, that's about it. So anyway, if you've got any questions, chuck it in the comments. Otherwise, definitely, yeah, come and do a few track days first. That would be my big advice. Learn your car, learn the track, and then when you go there, you're concentrating on doing the right thing as opposed to how to drive the car. Yeah, just there's a couple of guys there. It's their first time ever driving those cars, and they were kind of pretty flustered because they had to learn the car and the track and try and concentrate on their license, which is ridiculous. So, you know, I get it. Time frames are tight, all that sort of stuff. But that would be my advice. And then, yeah, go and do the license test. If you want to go see the guys at Winton, they're guns. They're real legends. So I'd go and see them, and they can help you out. Anyway, we'll see you for next video. We're going to do some work to this car because it's starting to show that it's been to a few events and it's definitely 20 years old. So we'll do some repairs and we'll do some videos of that. Thanks for watching, gang. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for being pit crew.
No worries, mate.
Nice.